4 years ago, West Ham struck gold with a championship signing, bringing in a player who would eventually score the winning goal in a European final and end a 43-year wait for a major trophy. Well, history might be repeating itself as Fabrizio Romano just dropped a bombshell. West Ham have submitted an initial proposal for Leeds United's Crysencio Summerville. But can lightning strike twice for the Hammers? This championship player of the season caught everyone's eye with 19 goals and 9 assists last season. Sound familiar? It's giving us serious Bowen vibes. But here's the catch. Leeds want over £40 million for their star man. That's a hefty price tag for a championship player. Are West Ham ready to splash that kind of cash? And with other Premier League clubs circling, can we seal the deal? The Hammers' transfer strategy is walking a tightrope, balancing ambition with budget constraints. Is Summerville the missing piece in our attacking puzzle, or a gamble too far? So, who exactly is this Crysencio Summerville that West Ham are interested in? Let's take a closer look at the man who's got everyone talking. Summerville's not just any championship player, he's the championship player of the season. That's right, we're looking at a real gem here. Now, you might be wondering, what's his style of play? Well, Summerville's not your typical winger who hugs the touchline. He's more of a creative force, always looking to make things happen. He loves quick 1-2s in the final third and isn't afraid to mix it up with his teammates. This versatility could be a game changer for us. Leeds United's manager Daniel Farke couldn't stop singing his praises. He called Summerville's season outstanding in terms of performances, end product, and willingness to work for the team. That's music to our ears, isn't it? But here's where it gets really interesting. Summerville isn't just a one-trick pony. He can play on either side of the attack. That kind of flexibility could be crucial for us, especially with the versatility we already have with our current players such as Kudus, Paqueta, and Bowen. Just imagine the free-flowing type of football we could play. Now, I know what you're thinking. Championship is one thing, but can he cut it in the Premier League? Well, Summerville's already got a taste of top-flight football. During his time with Leeds, he managed 4 goals and 2 assists in 20 starts in the Premier League. So, there you have it. Crysencio Summerville, the Championship's rising star who could be lighting up the London Stadium next season. But with that hefty price tag and other clubs circling, will we be able to seal the deal? So, what's the story behind the potential deal? Let's break down the proposal, the competition, and that eye-watering price tag. First things first, West Ham have made their move. Our trusted source, Fabrizio Romano, has dropped the bombshell that we've submitted an initial proposal to Leeds United for Summerville. Now, when Romano speaks, we listen. He's not just any journalist, he's the transfer guru who's rarely off the mark, except for that one time with that Brazilian defender. But anyways, we're not the only ones eyeing up Summerville. The likes of Aston Villa, Newcastle United, Crystal Palace, Fulham, and even Roma are all in the mix. It's a proper transfer tug of war, and we're right in the thick of it. So, how does this fit into West Ham's transfer strategy? Well, it's a bit of a head scratcher. We're known for being cautious with our cash, often trying to drive down prices and delay final decisions. Splashing £40 million on Summerville would be a big change of tack. And let's not forget, we've got other areas of the squad that need attention. We're still on the hunt for a striker and a right back. Can we afford to spend big on Summerville and still address these other needs? There's also a big gap in valuations between what we're proposing and what Leeds want. It's going to take some serious negotiating skills to bridge that gap. Are we ready to play hardball, or will we end up paying over the odds? It's a high-stakes game we're playing here. Summerville could be the next Jarrod Bowen, a championship gem who becomes a Premier League star. Or he could be the next Benrahma. Wait, now that I think about it, watching his reels does mirror Benrahma. Oh, for But at £40 million, it's a gamble that could make or break our transfer window. So, we've talked about the player, the price, and the competition. But how would Summerville fit into our squad? With new manager Julian Lopetegui at the helm, things could get interesting. Let's picture Summerville in claret and blue for a moment. Where would he slot in? Well, he's primarily a left winger, which is exactly what we've been missing since Benrahma and Fornal left. Remember how Paqueta and Kudus had to play out of position last season? Summerville could be the answer to that problem. But here's where it gets exciting. Summerville isn't just your typical winger who hugs the touchline. He's got a knack for creating quick 1-2s in the final third and loves to mix it up with his teammates. And that is exactly the kind of play Lopetegui likes to see from his attacking players. Now let's talk tactics. With Summerville in the mix, we could see some real changes in how we play. His ability to play centrally as well as on the wing could free up our fullbacks to create width. Imagine Emerson bombing down that left side with Summerville cutting inside, with Kudus cutting in from the right to link up together. It's a mouth-watering prospect, isn't it? But here's something to chew on. There's been some chatter about Summerville potentially replacing either Kudus or Paqueta. But for once, let's not have our dreams fade and die, so we'll forget about that for now. So, is Summerville worth the gamble? Let's conclude. On one hand, we've got a Championship Player of the Season with killer stats. On the other, a £40 million price tag that's got some fans sweating. It's a classic risk versus reward scenario. But remember, we've struck gold with Championship players before. Just look at Jarrod Bowen. The big question is, will this deal actually happen? With other clubs sniffing around and Leeds playing hardball, it's anyone's guess. But one thing's for sure, if we pull this off, Summerville could be the spark we need to light up the London Stadium. What do you think, Hammers? Is Summerville the next Championship gem we've been waiting for? Thank you for watching. I really hope you're enjoying my content. Subscribe if you hate Tottenham and don't forget to like and comment too.